what you're witnessing here is a diet-friendly meal. It might not look like it. Raw right here. I feel like I'm on the mic. How about now? Does it sound better? I don't know if I've ever tried to put nuggets on a burger.
Well, I didn't do that.
But you could have. How many days are you into your job?
The interview was Monday. The first day was Tuesday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. 4 days.
Man, I'm glad you could count that high. You're pretty good with your measurements since they hired you.
Not as good as I thought.
You could bring in a pizza. Put it in that toaster oven. I've only walked around that store once or twice. I've delivered there.
Andy said he delivered there as well. I never been there before.
I feel like they were pretty friendly, but I can't remember.
There was another frame place in that strip, and I thought that was them. The frame place was across from Zach's Deli.
Yeah.
That was competition.
Oh. Where's the one I ate?
Ours is in the middle.
Okay, I've never been to that one.
Yeah.
The one I thought of was the one across from Zach's Deli.
I think that was a straight up framing place.
Did you know that before you got there?
Not at all. Made a fool of myself.
Did you go in to ask for your interview?
I mean, they're not there anymore, so I just asked them if they moved. Other places not there anymore.
Did they go out of business?
I'm not sure. Once I realized it wasn't the same people, I changed the subject. I think the one lady somebody asked me if I had ever been in before, and I gave a stupid answer. I said, I've always looked in the window. I've never come in because I didn't want to give anyone false hope of me buying something. And then I changed the subject again.
Do you go downstairs to get to it?
No, but there is someone below us, which I didn't realize until the other day when I looked at the stairs.
That building reminds me of a fucking movie, like a horror movie.
They said it was the first store in town. It used to be a JCPenney.
I know, I didn't know that.
Just a single row of cinder block. So they said it gets cold in the winter, and it gets hot in the summer. I could see how it get hot because yesterday I was burning up with the nerves and the blood pressure and the long sleeve shirt.
Have you taken your blood pressure?
No, I haven't got around to it.
I will say.
I like it.
It feels cold in here.
It is cold. Without the hoodie, I'd be screwed. Have you heard the heat kick on yet?
No. I hadn't heard anything in here.
Probably doesn't help that our neighbors have the door open.
That's the sound the Titanic made right when she hit the iceberg. But probably a little bit louder.
Now, for future reference, these buns with fewer carbs than the ones I had, these taste better with the McDouble. I mean the quarter pound. These taste better than the other ones.
It also has a little bit of that Hawaiian taste.
Oh yeah.
The plain buns, they were not very good. They make a plain one, like a plain bread too. If you ever get that brand, make sure it's the orange. They make the black label is the basic bread. And it's not.
I like this because there's no buns I gotta feel depressed about.
Is it trash bag?
I should have taken a picture of it. I put it in the middle. Man, I should have taken a picture of it because I'm lacking.
You can take a picture of mine.
Maybe I will.
Mainly because this is my episode. I'm supposed to be editing. I need all I can get. Unless someone wants to send in a copyright free and a YouTube friendly porno.
On the last episode, I tried some wild stuff. I think I took like a video while you were talking. So even though it's on my crappy phone, I was going to try cutting to a different shot for like 5 seconds.
No, it was just a teaser. Just the tip. It tastes better out there. Tell you what, the more gummies you take, the better they taste.
Oh yeah, that's what I was wondering. Do I leave in gummy information?
Oh yeah.
Now I will say I recently started taking gummies, but they're the what do you call it?
CBC.
Just the CBD, but it's not like
they don't have the good
they're
stuff.
not giving me a good time.
If I'm taking a gummy, you better give me a good time.
The only real difference I noticed is I was sleeping terrible all week. As soon as I started taking those gummies, I go to sleep, I'm out like a rock.
When I take my gummy,
maybe because I'm just tired.
When I take my gummy, or gummies, Depends on how spicy I want my night to be. I don't normally get tired, but when I lay myself into the bed, I feel like the bed sucks me into it, like a like a like the movie It. Actually, I don't know if that's right. I think I might have been thinking of
I don't remember.
Nightmare on Elm Street, which I hadn't really seen in a long time. Bed just takes me in, then I'm out. Now I had a weird effect happen the other day, and I wanted to record what was happening. Sometimes I feel like I'm like in the man. What was it? I feel like there was a Netflix show about the CIA doing experiments on people. What was that where they were feeding them LSD back in the day? The Stanford experiment.
I don't know what show that is, but that's what they really did.
The other night,
Project. That's why Joe Rogan gets paid the big bucks because
I don't have any phone. I don't have a phone right now. Mine's dead.
Joe Rogan, he knows all these things in his head.
I know limited information.
That's the book I was telling you should read. The one about the CIA and Apple's phasing me out over here. I brought my charger with me.
As you can see here, we got some new drinks on the table. Hopefully they don't mess with the green screen. What are they? They got nuts on them?
They do, but if you really didn't like the nuts, they're just on top.
2 net carbs.
They're very small, but
what is the trade off here? Can I do 2 for 2 buns? Or are these expensive?
that box is $10.
How many comes in a box?
That box is either $10, only 6. That box is either $10 or $8.
Man, I'm gonna do 1, I guess. Go ahead. We're gonna fire up now. I don't know. I wish there was a fire going. Maybe like a tamed one. I don't know. I was getting off topic, but this week
mine have 2 grams of sugar in each one.
Oh yeah, mine has about 2
Added
grams.
Sugar.
Mine has 2 additional sugar, which probably ain't good.
That seems like that would knock you right out of ketosis.
You think so?
That was my belief last time I was on it, because it's like that sugar's going straight into the system.
Yeah.
Micro USB.
That won't work, man.
Apple.
We got plenty of cords around here. No, we got cords everywhere, man.
But that cord wasn't working. I'll try it again, but it wasn't working.
I mean, hell, that cord's working.
I
That's funny. I mean, there's a bunch of plugs in here. As long as that thing got different hooks.
You'll find that's kind of crummy when you're eating it.
I'm gonna eat the whole thing in one bite.
I thought you were joking.
Oh, I didn't eat the whole time.
Oh, okay.
There you have it. I had this song going, and it felt like it was echoing into my ears. It was the craziest feeling I've had. Felt like I was being talked to through this music. Felt like it was at different. It sounded like each earbud was at a different point in the song, and it was not matching up. It was one of the best effects I've had, because it felt like the song was talking to me through one ear and coming out the other, and it was delayed on both sides. It was like it was like on repeat. I felt like everything was echoing, and it only lasted about 3 songs, and that went away.
When we were on the way to get your car, and where was it? We were heading towards Memphis anyway. And I had the headphones on, and I wasn't on any kind of enhancement. I started to see the music. I could see the edge of the music, and then I could see into nothingness when where there was no sound. And that's all I have to say about that.
I feel like when I'm in the zone, if I'm focusing on something, I can just focus on it very well. The other day I was listening to songs, I could tell when they were made by just listening to them. By what I mean by that, like I was listening to Pooh Shiesty.
Who?
Pooh Shiesty. He's a rapper.
Now, are you talking about decade, or are you talking about
Monday?
No,
not like that. I'm talking about, I could just hear them going from what sounded like a storage unit rap into a studio, into Gucci Man studio, and keep working their way up. And it just, I could just even when I got to the studio level before he went to a major label, it's pretty good. It was a major improvement over what they were doing in their like basement. But
Are you talking about you really could hear it, or you were?
I could just
you
hear
were
it. Like I could tell it was different. I wanted to actually tell you this before, and then play it and see if you could feel what I was feeling. But I don't know. You can't really do it right
can't
now.
do it right now, and also I don't think we could. We'd have to go off air.
It
But
wouldn't. I could. Nah,
I could
never
see you
mind.
maybe. I could definitely see you recognizing what sounds like a storage unit recording, because you might have some experience with that.
I don't know, but I felt like when Ryan, was doing his thing, and he was focusing so hard
Oh yeah,
on not losing it. I understood what he was doing. I feel like if you focus on something, you're really in that zone.
I
Like
feel like I would have a psychotic break, a complete
oh,
meltdown.
I was the other day. Now the other day, I felt like I was having a panic attack a little bit. I was playing the war game, zombie game, World War Z, what was it? World War Z. Is that the Brad Pitt movie?
Yes.
I was playing the game of that, and I just too many zombies around me. It was about 800 on the screen over there. On started a little panic over there. Probably wouldn't want to be like that during a real zombie attack.
I have these nightmares that are like exaggerated reality, and it's just terrible. And if I had anything, if a drug enhanced that at all, then they would have to
You need
put
that
me
one
right in a
thing.
cage.
You need that one thing.
A therapist?
No, that thing that records your dreams.
A computer?
No, it was in Harry Potter.
Ah,
So I don't think it's real, but I forgot what it's called. What? Oh wait, what it was I don't know what it starts with. It starts with a P. Not periscope. Something with a P. This is where our quality goes down the drain because I'm over here just saying I don't even know the name of it.
we almost need a third person that just feeds us information.
I guess I'll pop up the word on the screen. I can't really pop up Harry Potter, but other than there was some copyright free knockoffs of Harry Potter because I did look. But
Oh, like total knockoffs?
well, it was on the copyright free site, and it was
That
not a
site-
movie.
Site's not doing it for me anymore.
I'm on the other one. I'm on the Pixel one.
Oh,
That one, I don't like that one that much.
I don't like the probably a lot of stock
It wasn't doing much.
basic stuff. I like weird, wild stuff. I'd probably carry a lot of this stuff and go mobile and give a tour of the whole unit, which would be very boring, but
I mean, it was very short.
that looks like an interesting.
Little Diet Dr Pepper tropical punch with a bunch of caffeine at it.
So you haven't had any of those before?
Nope, I just bought a 12-pack of them.
12-pack of each, or is this all?
No, it's 6 each. Ooh, now that's good. You
Looks
know what?
pretty good.
I'm gonna give you the rest of that. That tastes like tropical punch on crack. Tropical punch, I think, was better than high. What was better, tropical punch or high C? Back in the day.
I don't remember.
What was the ones called that are in the other ones? You had like high C, tropical punch, and then
Capri
the
Sun?
Capri Sun.
I like those, but they were never big enough.
I don't think any of them big enough because high C's are
Oh yeah, those are. I wasn't a high C guy. I like the Capri
the kids.
Sun.
Your kids liked high C. I felt like when I was my last relationship, there was always some high C's around. But Capri Suns, I felt like they came with those Lunchables, didn't they?
That's
The
what
nice
got-
Lunchables.
That's what got me into them
I like how you could blow back into them. You drank them
all the time.
and then you blow them up like a balloon, and maybe the government would shoot it down. One of the balloon businesses went downhill.
When I was looking for copyright-free stuff last night on that archive.org, I saw there was a recording of a press conference that happened recently where they said they shot down something else that was over the White House, and they wouldn't say what it was, and they just called it an object, like it might have been a UFO or something.
Oh, that's what I saw today. It was like each year had something that happened by the government. That was the main concern of the year. 2020 was COVID. 2021 was the vaccine. 2022 was the Russian Ukrainian mess. And
Oh,
this
yeah.
year was the aliens that are over the White House, I guess. That happened, in the Independence Day. They did. It
Wasn't it one of their
was
big
one of their
ships?
targets. They blew up that sucker.
Oh yeah, that was like the DVD cover.
Oh, yeah. She just went boom. Jeff Goldblum got him out there right out in time.
This doesn't taste like it has sugar. I mean, I take that back. This tastes like it has a ton of sugar.
Oh, yeah. It tastes like it's on crack over
So
it. I like it.
I'm wondering what's in it. It's almost too much for me.
I'm about to fire up that Sunny D later. I like it.
I thought that said chlorine.
Man, I mean, I've drank a little chlorine from the pool before. Not good.
Whatever choline is
It's a lot in there.
a lot.
Maybe it's like,
And as soon as I get power, I'm gonna type it in.
oh man, I'm not. God,
I got power
I
now.
didn't spell that good last time. I remember that.
What?
Comedian.
Oh. Hey, you were impressed. You said I feel like when I'm high, I spell better.
I'm gonna go ahead and clarify if that was incorrect because favorite is not spelled right either. Well,
Chemical compound.
favorite looks like it could be spelled right almost, but I feel like I got a little sloppy at the end.
I see where you're going with it. I'd see all the letters.
Comedian. I feel like comedian was. I feel like I sounded out in my head that night.
Choline may cause a stomach ache, diarrhea, or loose stools. Here in the storage unit, this can
Man,
happen at normal doses,
man, do you want another can?
but it can also cause low blood pressure.
Oh, low blood pressure? So it would even me out?
That's what it sounds like here.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm no doctor.
I'm not a doctor either, but I've been known the doctor up people.
There's been some times in here where you said, like it was so long ago, you probably moved past it, but you said there was stuff going down at your place of employment, and then
man.
last weekend you had your rendezvous. There were several things you said you wanted to talk about.
I think I got over the highness. What I was talking about that.
Oh.
That was an experiment of I don't know what was happening with that music, but it sounded like it was talking to me. Now, also for some reason, I will go into employment. Oh man, I don't know. I'm not good at training people.
I'm not very good at being trained.
Because this is a problem that I feel like you might figure would be a problem. Is I get off topic when I'm training people.
Oh, I can imagine.
You start talking to me about the mail, I'm gonna start talking to you about what I'm eating for dinner, possibly. How many kids you got? What do you got? I get that from my mom. I think my mom goes all over the place with her conversation.
She should be on this podcast.
Oh,
She should have her own podcast with her sisters.
ooh, that
That'd
might be
wild.
That might be like
It'd blow ours out of the water.
That might actually get like a old people following. Not calling them old, but
I would watch it.
I would probably watch. It's like the Golden Girls. It's like a modern Golden Girl. I don't know if there's any. I don't know what the Lucy Goosey one her name was, but I don't know. I don't think any of them are like Blanche. Is Blanche the dumb one?
I've never watched it.
You never watched Golden Girls? We should be watching it right now. It's a great show. I'm off topic. You know, I'm dinging the bell. I got off topic. Ding my own bell. I used to have the same partner every day at work. She was like the original to my machine. My machine is, like my home. And I know a machine every day. I come into work normally.
What number they got you on over there?
Normally, I wander into work a few minutes late every day. I like to make a late appearance with my sunglasses on as I walk through the door. And then I know what machine they're gonna put me on, unless old.
Oh yeah.
It made the schedule because sometimes she don't like
Big D.
Big D. Actually, I wouldn't call her Small D because there's a new D and she's a little bit bigger. Because the other D is a little. She's.
Are you talking about actual overall circumference?
No, yeah. She is
Planetary.
large.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Oh, and I'm large.
I mean, I've been there. I'm there now.
I'm working my way down to fit and prime.
I'm coming down. Lost 5 pounds this week.
Yeah, I wish
Off
I could
topic.
come down so fast. I wish they would just hit me with a rocket, like that balloon, and just dump my weight down. That's a good number. I don't know. Maybe as I've gotten older, I feel like I maybe have a little bit. What is that? Where you got keep shit straight, cleaned up. Not being an adult here. What is it called? Where you're like, I can't think of the word.
Like, is it a problem or is it just?
I wouldn't say a
preference?
problem, but I have my own little routine.
Some people with the actual problem, they have a problem with people saying they have the problem. Don't have the problem.
I mean, I just feel like if I don't have my routine, I'm off. I'm off guard.
I might be OCD.
OCD, but not. I don't think I'm
There's
diagnosed.
something else also, but I can't remember it.
I don't know either, but I like to
watched
come in.
a video about a clown who had he had the problem in a big way.
Was it a Lifetime? Was it one of those TLC shows?
It was a YouTube channel. I think it's called Soft White Underbelly or something. They interviewed random people.
Did the one that interviews hookers?
They probably interviewed a hooker.
And homeless people?
It sounds about right.
Oh, I've seen that one. And like drug addicts, they do. Oh yeah, I've seen that one. Sometimes I get in these high trips, and I just wander on that page and wander on there like 4 hours. They have a TikTok page, I think.
The clown one was the first one I watched.
I watched the TikTok. I think they have a TikTok channel. Oh no, maybe it was a YouTube channel. It depresses me. I can't watch it then, but it bums me out.
The clown, at least the clown one, he
he
had
professional?
figured things out. He was doing okay, so it didn't have like a sad ending.
I wonder if clowns are frowned upon nowadays. I feel like when I think of a clown, I think of old John Gacy. Like he was a clown, like a
Steve-O
professional.
was a clown.
Steve-O?
Yeah.
Jackass?
Oh yeah.
He was a. Are you like a licensed clown? Because I feel like
I think he went to the
clowning.
I think he was a full blown professional.
I don't know. He sort of looks like a clown. I don't know if he's clown. I mean, in a positive way. He looked like he could play a clown. I mean, he was He was something on Jackass. I feel like he was the wildest one on Jackass.
Oh yeah.
Him or Knoxville.
I'd like to ask him a few questions.
Man, we could probably have him on here. He's retired now. I saw him at the mall.
I wouldn't recognize him. I think I followed him around once, and we never spoke, though. I don't think we ever spoke.
He was my favorite boss. He actually knew what he was doing.
Wow.
Oh, I move back and forth all day.
Oh, yeah.
Then I get bored and I have to walk around if I don't have much to do. I went on a date that I guess I'm going on another date tomorrow. Hey, I have Facebook dating.
I do not.
So if you see my profile, I hadn't been updated. I'm gonna update it in a while. Hey, I think I need to get someone to make. I think what I'm gonna invest in. I'm gonna get professional pictures made of myself because I don't know. I don't know how to take a good picture. Like I just need someone to take pictures of me.
Andy takes a mean picture.
In a good way, or is he angry looking? Oh, I should get Sarah. Sarah and Andy.
Andy's what I mean to say is he seems to take good work. He does good work.
Andy takes some pictures of me.
Wow.
maybe I ask Sarah if she wants to. Does Sarah take any pictures? I mean,
they both take. I mean,
I feel like Sarah could hook me up with some picture taking. Like I feel like,
well, she could take a picture, and I haven't seen a lot of her work. I think it's pretty good, but I've seen more of Andy's work. I've been working with him for years. I mean,
I might call him up.
Pictures of you doing stuff. Like I don't want to toot my own horn here, but I feel like the picture I took.
That's a good picture, but you know what the problem is?
Picture.
The problem is
I don't want my parents to see that.
I have sunglasses on, so I either look like a douchebag. I might get another picture made tonight in here with like the glasses off.
You already got one.
Good.
I don't know if your eyes are moving around.
Other than my whole chest is showing in my. I'm getting close to a nip slip.
David Hasselhoff situation.
I take that as a major compliment.
Oh, it was. I haven't put together my money for my jumpsuit yet, but I've come into a bit of money here, and I'm gonna get one.
Man,
I don't know what color yet.
I don't know what color I would recommend, but the blue. These are so comfortable.
I feel like it might be closer to some kind of color like this.
I like a dark color because it don't show dirt as much. Yeah, I can't.
Oh yeah, we were talking about you're dating profile pictures.
Yeah, we're getting off topic there. I
Yeah.
almost had to ring the bell.
Yeah.
Hey, I needed professional pictures made. I was gonna see if Laura could maybe take some. Get behind. Also my profile picture is like a catfish, sort of, because I'm back down the weight to about where I was, but my snazzy car I had in some of those pictures that I'm propped up against is not there. It's gone.
I
So,
might just start leaning up against cars that aren't mine.
people do that.
Also,
You might get your ass kicked if you're leaning up against a Ferrari and you're scratching up on it.
in most of mine, my head's recently buzzed in most of my pictures.
Maybe I need to get. Maybe women don't like long hair.
I don't know what they like.
We need to have a bunch of women in
They
here.
don't like me.
We just need to have all women in here and see what they like.
I would be down.
It might heat up in here a little bit too.
I feel like we got room for at least
2 more. Bring your own chair.
These are pretty good sized booths. I feel like if we BYOM,
Bring your own women.
bring your own mics.
Oh,
If there's women that are banging down the door to get in here, I'll supply the mic. I'll supply.
I mean, I'll supply the mic.
They can have my mic.
They can
I
have.
don't need it.
They can have my autograph. I even let them wear my sunglasses. Sunglasses. That's it. They just need to wear some sunglasses. That would be good advertising with sunglasses. But you know what? I don't know about profile pictures, but
At least
feel
you
like
can get on the app.
I can get on the app. I can get on that both of my accounts now. I'm gonna fire up the other account at some point.
I cannot get on.
I'm gonna redo my app. My app is so. I feel like I need to have. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna have Sarah. I feel like Sarah. I should have her write out my app.
She really likes to look. She's been trying to look at mine ever.
I'm
since
just gonna
I
let
met
her look at mine. I'm just gonna do it. Next time there's a Catan
She wants
night.
to swipe for me.
I mean, I just swipe on everything almost, so it don't even matter. Unless she has a magic touch of swiping.
I've been very picky with my swiping because I don't like when I
Ooh.
match someone that I don't really like, and then we gotta, it's gotta be weird. So if I swipe and I'm swiping yes, it's always
They need to
I
fix
always
that.
look through to make sure. Tinder will show you all those kind of girls first.
Oh, I gotta get going. I gotta get
And
into it.
You got to go through all of them. Once you get through all of them, it starts showing you the regular average girls, and then at the end, it shows you the girls that it
God.
thinks you don't like as much.
I must be at the
No
very
thanks.
end of myself there.
Because I can tell when I go through systematically, I go through and what
Man,
age by age and year by year.
I've not hit that.
Distance by
I'm at the
distance.
problem now on Tinder that because I don't pay for it, I ran out of swipes the other day.
It will show you
I ran out of likes.
that it will show you the most banging chicks all at the beginning.
Man,
It throws them all up there
I've
first.
learned something because I didn't know that about Tinder because I'm looking at these women. I'm like, where the thick women at?
Because their algorithm, I don't know. Maybe
I should be able to look up
I
stuff.
thought it was custom for like me personally, but if you're looking for like a thick woman, it seems like it should be showing you them thick women first.
No, it just shows me like
Maybe
models.
it's just basic. Maybe just
I feel like all of them look like models.
maybe it does the same thing for everybody because it just figures every guy's kind of the same.
I mean, I give them give them a good swipe,
I kind of like
but I'm not expecting to get anything on my fishing line.
I like more of an alternative chick. It seems like all the girls that I really would like, I scroll down in their biography, and they're all kind of nuts. Like,
Ooh, I
they're
like a
into,
nutty
some
woman.
weird- well, like they would hate my father. They say things like no Trumpers or
I see that, but I mean, I'm
Uh,
not a Trumper by heart. I'm a
they say some-
libertarian.
They say some wild things that
Probably you can tell by the fact that if you watch this podcast, I don't really watch many podcasts.
Well, you watch
venture-
ours.
I watch ours too much. You got any pictures of yourself as like a kid? I got one throwback as me a kid. I don't know. I feel like an old time picture would be nice.
Now John is a pretty smart cookie. He used Hinge
I hadn't done
because
Hinge.
on there you can to like a girl, you have to send something in writing, so that might help. But that's how he met his girlfriend, and
Is
I think
Hinge
they're pretty
paid?
Serious.
Is Hinge paid?
It's free, but you only get
I think I ran out of likes
you
the
only
other
get
day.
8 likes.
God dang!
But if you pay, you get unlimited.
Like I like all women, but sometimes I prefer my darker women.
Back when I was on there, it didn't seem like that many people were using it.
It used to be halfway decent. Maybe it wasn't halfway decent because I met her from all the way she was all the way from down south there.
Yeah, they didn't have a
In
lot,
Bama.
lot in my
No,
range.
one of the issues I had with Facebook dating.
I have issues myself.
your issues, I feel like you should do what I told you to do. You take a screenshot, shake that phone up, and then send her on in there. I can show you how to do it. They might fix your problems. I don't mind traveling. I've done it before. I feel like I throw in my line every week and I get a nibble back and then it just sort of gets off the line. To say at least. Damn.
A woman has so many choices out there.
That's
She
what I'm
can just
saying. My ex there did not believe me. Me and her debated about this. I was like, as a woman, you got unlimited choices to what you can get. Because I was like, you don't even get on there that much. But if you get on there, she had like 60 people like her.
If I was a woman, I could get a man right now.
That's the
I don't
thing.
want to brag or anything.
I'm saying a woman is a weakness with men. I feel like we're too weak. Like God, we do.
I gotta be like, you gotta be like Gene Simmons or something.
No, that might have another issue because I might have swiped on her friend the other day. So, oh man, that's where I need to unswipe because
You mean the woman that you were in a weird
yeah, a non-meeting relationship. So that we finally talked again. We went almost 3 weeks without anything being said other than me wishing her a good morning every day and a good night. And occasionally I missed you in there. I mean, I do. I do have some feelings for her, even though I think that much feelings, mainly because we hadn't met in person. But I think on my birthday she sent me a happy birthday text. So then we talked a little bit. Then I feel like she would want to officially end it, but I'm not gonna be the one to end it. So I told her I'm fine with what we got going on until she figures out her stuff.
I think there's another account with my name and my picture up on Facebook. Maybe that's what's throwing me off with the Facebook dating.
Is it a fake account?
I don't know what it is, but
I almost feel like I saw that a while back.
there's a bunch of people from high school that are friends with that imposter.
I'm friends with
I bet
you.
that guy has Facebook dating.
I'm friends with your old account, but it says it's deactivated.
Maybe that's what it is.
Well, you might can see it because you might can bring it back up.
I thought it would have been totally deleted. It's
I
been
don't
years.
know. I think you had to delete it, but I don't know. Maybe Mark Zuckerberg hadn't got to it yet. Man, I've never seen you wear a white hat. It's amazing.
Melinda got me this for. Well, Melinda had
You're
this
like
at Christmas.
you're like a former president.
One of Melinda's friends had this hat and didn't want it and gave it to Melinda, and Melinda
Gave it to you.
there's a picture. There's a whole box of things that Melinda's friend gave her, like shirts and stuff, and she was gonna give.
You're gonna
Us-
wear female shirts?
They were like souvenir shirts.
Oh,
And she
okay.
insisted that they would probably fit me.
I thought you were gonna wear some blouses.
She insisted that they would probably fit me, so I was like, I don't think these are big enough, and she wasn't buying it.
Are they
So
big enough?
I threw it on. I threw on one of the shirts. Totally too small. I came out of the back room. My gut was hanging out totally.
I mean, once you get down to that weight, you
There's
might
a
get
picture
into
of
it.
me wearing the shirt. I don't know if I'll be putting it up there or sending it to you, but I don't know if I feel comfortable. It's not a good picture.
Man, I might have to censor it,
My
blur it
underwear's
out.
hanging out and everything.
Golly, I don't even want to see it.
It's not a good picture. Oh, not riding in my car, baby. Get on the back of the bike.
Ooh, that might turn some women on.
Yeah, if they think it's a motorcycle and they show up on a bicycle.
You look like Fonzie.
Get in the basket.
Oh man, get in my lap.
Heights.
Oh man,
All heights.
I need to ask some women about something about heights because I don't understand it.
Yeah, a lot of women.
A lot of women want tall men. Why does it matter?
Who cares?
I'm gonna call your mama anyway. Later.
I've seen it so much that I've almost put my height.
I swipe even. I give him a swipe anyway.
Oh yeah.
Tom Cruise, he's short. Now it bothers. I'm not that short. Like you're not that short. Like you're at least what 6 foot? Are you 6 foot?
6'9". No.
God, this guy works in a measurement shop. I thought he was joking at first, but I think he was serious about that.
Regular 6 foot, just.
Oh, I mean, that's good.
Depending on my posture and shoe. I did actually swipe right on a little person last night.
I've seen some on there, but not much. I wonder if they have their own dating community. I just tell them a white chocolate. It's still the same flavor, just a little different color.
I've noticed an increase over the past several months of women just with their pictures. They don't even bother showing their face. It's just like the phone's covering their entire face. They don't even bother showing their face. They just look at my body.
Face.
That
I
really
see the whole
bothers me.
body.
When you're trying to swipe on everyone in town and you got to click through 8 pictures before you get the whole body shot,
I don't mind.
that takes up my precious time out there in the lazy boy chair.
I just, I feel like I get a pattern going. I don't know what I have right now.
Because I don't want to give false hopes. Not that anyone, apparently no one likes to be with me, but I don't want to get false likes. So I'm like, oh, come on.
I go for it. Like, just give me a little side piece. I just want some bacon on the side. Like, is it on the way yet? Goals.
I've been by myself, living large by myself, well, relationship wise, for so long that I almost feel like I'm turning into Brother Bob, or I don't know if I could even be with somebody.
You know what? I've dated.
I'm open to giving it a shot.
Oh,
I'm probably under the misconception that I would need like a fit body. And then once I get that fit body, I'll probably be exactly the same place, and I'll just be like, oh. I also never know what to talk about or what to say. I have to go off of something that's in the.
I hate when a woman have a boring conversation, but then they don't have anything else in their bio.
I'll swipe left on women that say things like "must hold a conversation."
Oh,
I'll
I
be like,
swipe
"Screw
right, but
you,
then I'll
lady."
say, "What are we talking about?" or something, because I am not gonna start up every conversation. You know what's funny is I don't know if
It
it's
takes two to tango.
but we're talking about how hot I get in my car. Like you said, it's like 85 degrees.
I thought you got cold.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about how hot I keep it. Is what I'm talking
it's
about.
hot, baby.
So it feels like 65 in there to me when it feels like 85 to you.
Now, if my thyroid's not working, like they say it might not be, I should be getting cold. That's one of the symptoms is getting cold.
When it's not working?
Yeah.
So I could have thyroid problems because
It's
I am getting
possible.
it. Oh, well.
I feel like a lot of people do.
Okay, well, downtown ain't as bad as it used to be, but now Broadway's closed off. If you've been down there on the weekends, have you noticed that?
Only time
They
I go
don't
down
allow
there is
you.
with
They don't allow
yourself.
you to drive down it.
Just
They cut
because
it
of
off.
the tourists.
Yeah, you gotta like from what is that
Block it at
Fourth?
the Bridgestone,
Yeah, right where Bridgestone ends and that 3-story bar is
and
the
they make
honky
everyone
tonk.
turn off. Ooh.
It's closed off there, and you can't get back on it. I think you can go through first or second, but at least 2 to 3 blocks is shut off on Broadway. It's just wide open. Oh, this doesn't sound bad on me. I can keep a conversation going, but I can't.
As you can tell.
I mean, I don't know. I don't want to people.
Well,
I mean,
don't take all your judgment from what you see here
or what you're hearing. Like I am pretty decent once I get going. Now I don't know how to start up a random conversation. I'm not very good at that. But once you get me turning like a pull starter here, you got to get me pulled up. I look like I was a hooker in church or something. God dang. I don't know if tracksuits do much. I don't know. I should ask for women's opinion.
well, they cut down on your wind resistance and
They do,
increase your
but
comfort.
maybe I'm picking me up a nice Italian woman. Laura's friend is a nice Italian woman. I would be honored my kid. Actually, I shouldn't say that. I was gonna say it'd be honored my kid was a leader of the mafia one day, but or a doctor. I mean, or anything. I mean, I don't judge too much.
It's not exactly something you could brag about as an older man. My son is the leader of the mafia.
They might make a movie about it one day.
I hope you're not the FBI, but I got something to tell you. Here, let me tell you something.
Let me get you that TV from the back of the truck. Maybe break some kneecaps at the game.
If I'm paying for something like that, it's gotta be.
If I ever make it to the point, or we ever make it to the point on here where there's money rolling in,
Boom, advertisement.
Burnt Reynolds from Boogie Nights.
Sounds like this booth's gonna be seeing a lot of action.
Booth, green screen here. We can make full blown movies.
You could have a movie going in the booth, and you could have another movie going.
If we had a porno going on the green screen, I bet we would have some viewers.
I would view it.
Probably just morph us right out. Just fade us right out. And then bring us right back in for something juicy happening. You know, where there's those chicks be showing a little bit of everything, but they won't show the whole thing. Just pop us up right back in there right before it gets real juicy. The ultimate tease. Then every once in a while, give them a full tease. Like back in the day when you had, you're trying to watch Channel 3 or get them HBOs on the down low, and the channel lines up just right where you can see a titty.
Oh,
I don't know if I can say titty.
I've waited hours upon hours for such.
Golly, dedicated. Man, how long have we been going?
I was afraid to look because I didn't want to throw us off. Hour and 31 minutes it's been going. I don't know how long it took me to get going. Probably about an hour, 20 minutes.
Man, I have the worst ways of reacting to stuff. Like, hey, one of my exes at one time, I was like, man, you look a little pregnant.
Congratulations.
She said if she knew she was gonna get fired from that job, she would have slapped me that day.
Ooh.
And I wouldn't have known that. I would have been like, God, why did she slap me? I didn't know how bad that was a bad flirt. Sometimes when I flirt, I throw out like, golly.
Are you having twins or triplets?
Golly, like I like a little curve. The chick was like, we were talking about work, and I was like, where do you work at? She's like, I work at a warehouse job, and I said, oh. She's like, damn. I know it's boring, but I was like, well, I work for the post office. She said, oh. You know what? Maybe my opening line is, I work for the post office. Maybe I should take that out.
That's your opening line in the biography?
I just go straight in.
You should spice it up a little bit. Like
I think I'm gonna let Sarah see my profile.
Y'all ever got any mail? Well,
I could deliver the package to you.
I'm a professional package handler.
I think I did use that before.
That sounds like you're looking for someone else. Mine's always so terrible. I sometimes mine's always really random and stupid.
I feel like maybe I should just hit up the bars downtown one time.
I have never tried that. I feel like that might be interesting at least.
I feel like we should get everyone together.
Chocolate milk.
Back in the day, Laura said she was to be my wing woman.
Man, how much does she charge?
Well, I mean, I don't know. She also gave me. Oh man. She also gave me some book reading advice, but I feel like reading the books. She said one of her best friends, female friends, used to use it to pick up other females. She is a woman who enjoys her women.
I feel like if you're a female and you're picking up other females, I feel like you already have a leg up on the competition.
Now, she read this book and used it, but man, I'm like, this book feels like something that wouldn't work in today's society. It's a little to the point. It's a little risky.
I think I remember that guy that made the book. Possibly he had a MTV show and he was like a huge douchebag.
Really?
In my opinion, unless it's a different guy.
I don't know.
Maybe he went off the book.
I don't know. This guy
wrote the book.
This guy, it was multiple books, but I didn't get to the other one. But this one was something about he lived in a house with a bunch of guys.
He was like, that sounds like the show. I mean, he would help all these nerdy dudes.
Oh, I think this guy was the legend.
And this guy was like, he struck me as like a major douchebag. Well, I guess I don't know what I'm talking about because I haven't had any.
Man, you should get on the show. Let's see what happens. I want to get on that
all
cooking
the guys
show.
on the show were like losers and stuff. I don't know. Yeah. Show. Man, that show's not
you could podcast
anymore.
on there. Man, I want to be on a cooking show. Chef Ramsay got me fired up.
Oh yeah, that show was pretty good.
That was better than Super Bowl almost.
Better
than the ending.
Oh, the ending was terrible.
Popped that guy's arm or something. And what, they shot it with a missile? They thought it was a balloon. What happened?
It might have been cut. I don't remember which episode it was.
Oh, it had been cut because that's the episode you're gonna do next.
Oh boy. I might cut it.
You might put in a little bit of goggles or something like night vision because it got dark and we were still in the air, boys. We paid our cable bills. Well, they paid our cable bills. Whoever we paid them. Oh God! If you made it past episode 6 and now you have watched, you're into episode 7. God bless you because episode 6, I think we KO'd Ryan.
He sounded like he was done.
Oh man! Normally I do let it play all the way through, but I'll show Ryan highlights, and I bailed on that one because I was just like,
I was like,
okay,
oh, thank God he's skipping through this. Oh man.
because I was like, it started off okay, and then it just went. And this one, I don't know
On
what to
that
feel
one, you
about
should have
doing.
done what I did on 5. You just be hardcore cutting things out until it's only like 20 minutes.
I'm hardcore cutting this one because at this point, golly, this
I'm-
is this is where it gets bad because I hate editing past an hour and a half because that's a lot of footage for me to go through.
I'm a little worried about this one because this is one of those ones I feel like might have been pretty good. So that must mean it's absolutely terrible.
I don't feel like feel like I've said anything too crazy. Maybe I'm gonna get into it now because I have my can here, Sunny Delight. And what is it called? Where you got like a twin of yourself.
A doppelganger?
Oh yeah. What was I gonna call it? Doppelganger.
A doppelganger might not be correct, but it's definitely
Man.
not.
I feel like I saw one the other
Yours.
day.
You saw yourself?
Well, I was looking in the mirror, but
Well, that will do it.
I don't know.
I saw one. The most recent one I saw was Kylie. I saw one of Ashley once in Chicago, and I've
Aren't
almost
they
seen one of
supposed to be
myself.
leprechauns?
I don't know what the heck you're talking about. Leprechauns. I First of all, they don't these whatever we're talking about. They don't really exist. It's just a person that looks like another person.
I feel like
Unless
there's
there's
a
something else going on that I don't know about, like
like
they're using
another
multiple programs in the same computer.
maybe there's two planets that are the same. But we're on like maybe at some point there was a time machine and you know how you run into each other. Maybe there's two planets. And maybe this person ended up over here.
Well, there's a lot of people that think there's an infinite number of the same planets,
Of us?
the
There's
infinite number of parallel universes, all with the same things going on, just slightly different.
so it'd be like a different version of what we got going on, like people, a society,
Like
a different society. But
there could be a universe where I'm sitting here in this booth, totally topless, with tits.
sounds like a porno. These
Is the
funky
heat
noise-
coming on and then not coming on? Is it broken?
I don't know. Maybe sounds
Because it
like
keeps
someone's
clicking.
sounds like someone's getting that pull starter going in that nitro.
Last time we were in here, it made that noise before it came on,
Oh yeah, it gave us a heart attack.
but now it's making the noise and not coming on, and it's cold.
Yeah, like I would like a fire right now.
And
Maybe
I drank
not.
a lot of beverage, and
I'm gonna give
there's
this
not a bathroom in
motherfucker-
here.
God, this cup had everything in it. Maybe I shouldn't be drinking all this caffeine now. Thinking about
It's
it,
a
This is-
lot.
I had a monster earlier.
Man, that is a lot.
God,
Is each of these 200 milligrams?
yeah. I'm at like 800 milligrams.
Have mercy, Miss Percy.
Is that bad?
That's a lot. That professional WWE wrestler that I watch, he drinks about 800 to 1,000 milligrams of caffeine a day,
Clear.
and he does a lot more
Lifting.
physical activity. That almost looks like just Sprite.
Okay, I taste it.
I thought that was supposed to be orange.
It tastes like Sunny D.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, I mean, be my guess if you really want.
I feel like I probably had, well, you didn't drink all this, so I probably had about 30 milligrams of the caffeine in here, which is not good.
This is a good orange drink compared to the Celsius orange, but probably not healthy.
You want any more of it? 'Cause I don't know if I want all this.
I don't think I do.
Oh, boy.
I shouldn't have that much caffeine.
I shouldn't have any of this.
No, you can save it for later.
Wow. I like this one better, but both of these taste way too sweet and sugary, which is odd because there's no sugar.
Man, I wish they had abilities to change out your body parts on the fly.
I could
Like,
think of at least one body part I'd like to swap out.
man, like,
I mean, I don't have any complaints.
I want some different ears sometimes that work better.
Different here.
Big ears. Give me
Oh.
big ears. Like, what if you? I want to put elf. I want to put elf ears on, but I want to be real elf ears. Nice pointy.
So you want to
Something.
be? What's your end goal for the elf ears? Are you trying
To hear better.
Oh, I thought you were trying to get into Santa's workshop.
I mean, I might give it a dabble. I don't know where the old man lives.
I don't think the elf pointy version is going to help with the hearing. You're just going to need more.
But they got
You're
big
just gonna need
ears.
a
They got
larger
big.
ear.
I don't know if large ears always work better too.
You got to get that big.
You think it works better when your ears are like this? They stick out more because like what I'm thinking is.
I don't think it will because this is going to catch more of the stuff coming at you, and it's going to cut out more of the stuff coming in behind you.
But I think
We're ear
directly.
doctors.
I think directly, what this would do would be.
I mean, you can almost test it out just using your hands.
With this, I feel like they do this, but I feel like the sound, this ear keeps the sound from going behind you. It's like a wing, and it soaks in more in your ears.
Me and Ron Walker had a conversation about hearing once, and he had the same problem I was having, but his was worse because, of course, he's an older gentleman. He says it's not so much hearing problems; it's just that when there's a bunch of noise, ambient noise, he can't focus in on something.
My
Something like
earbuds
that.
are at the point where they're trying to force me to turn down the music and the volume.
Mine do that too, but that's because I plug it into the car full volume.
Oh, I'm constantly at about 95 decibels at work in my ear.
Wow.
90 to 95. It's pretty loud.
You're probably going deaf.
You know, I can't really hear people too well when I'm training them either. People will yell at me, and I have to walk up to them. I used to have this problem. I don't know.
I'm gonna have to cut myself off.
Everyone asked me about that. That was sort of off the topic. I like my earpods though. I'm glad this thing finally works. Only took me about 8 months.
Andy had me almost tempted to think about getting the Pro Max, the over the ear ones.
Ooh, they got over ear?
They're like $500 though.
I think I have really, really small ear channels. When I'm high, this is what happens. I'm gonna go over. I should document one night what I do. That just sounds weird.
I feel like you might almost need a third party to document because you're not gonna know what's going on.
That's true.
Because those notes I got from you that one time, meaningless.
What notes? The notes of my night?
One of the first times you took the gummies, you sent me notes.
I still have that. I should update that. I should keep updating that. I'm gonna keep updating it.
I didn't get much out of it. I mean, I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what was being
planned. We could have one in here if we wanted to.
Never.
I was trying to go to school for that.
To be a grower, like
Ricky? Like Ricky. If I ever went to class, I would dress up as Ricky.
You almost already are.
I need to find which episode he went to. When did he go to a tracksuit? Because he normally wears that checker or that black and that popular middle school look that all the kids had. All them sort of cool, but they wasn't trying to be in the cool crowd. They would wear those. And also Ryan would venture into some of those.
Oh yeah.
I wonder if Ryan would wear one on here, like a throwback day. I feel like Ryan would bring up good conversations. I feel like I almost want to buy a mic just to get Ryan on here because Ryan's been really wanting to get up on here.
I feel like I don't know if I could do 2 hours with another person next to me.
We could switch it up
because I'm real spread out here. I mean, I'm comfortable.
We could.
So if there was a guest here, this would have to be moved. It feels cold. I don't know. It's probably just because I would have to be jammed over here.
Oh yeah.
I'd feel much more into it if it was a female guest.
Golly.
But
sorry, Ryan. He might watch it. You might lost our only fan.
No, I got nothing against Ryan. But why would I would that if I had a female guest or Ryan? I'm sorry. Now I'm wanting the female.
If we ever got your I have a highly. This is like a Hail Mary. But if you're
on audio right now,
if your brother ever decide to join us out here,
me and my brother in this booth, that's a lot of activity going on in the booth. That might be too much.
Yeah,
we're big boys.
I almost feel like what if Andy and Sarah came? Wouldn't they want to sit together?
That's typically how I like to do it.
But I don't know if it could do it because I feel like I need to be on this mic.
I feel like these are our mics and our sides. Too bad if it wasn't so hard to move things around, we could pull up a chair here and have someone sitting on the end of the table.
It would block the green screen.
But it'd be better than seeing
blocking
the back of
camera,
blocking the whole camera. That's tight. That's
we could
tight.
mount something up here, and they could be like a hunter.
The idea I kind of liked was doing like a call-in guest,
Oh, yeah, I don't know how that would work.
recording the FaceTime, and in post you put their face up there and run their audio through.
Ooh, no. When we go up north, maybe I'll venture into. I don't know if I feel like I have a better chance of getting my Laura's friend on there.
I could come in here by myself, and you guys could be
Ooh.
up here.
That would throw them off if you walked in, or they would have thought you murdered me. Maybe.
Especially if I drag our trash out
Especially if you're driving my car. Oh man. Oh man, the damn cartel ones, I got him.
We can fit a lot more up here than we can down here.
And we're flying in the air, baby.
Man.
Commercial.
Ooh, mama.
I normally fly Southwest. When was the last time you flew?
To Chicago in approximately 2011 or 12 or 13.
Oh,
14.
you flew up there? By yourself?
Yeah.
Was that when?
up there?
What were you doing up there? I forgot.
Oh, I think you know what I was doing up there. They had me stay in the house up there for like a week. I was up there.
Like an intervention.
Something like that.
Man, your grandmother really got to the bottom of it. Didn't you go to your uncle's for a while? Did he save you? Didn't he save you
I
out of
didn't
there?
stay with him, but he took me into Chicago, and we went to a.
I remember you.
A
You should have been.
machine.
You should have been documenting your stay on
Him and his significant friend there. They're pretty nice.
Your grandparents are pretty nice too.
Oh, they're pretty nice.
They just have they just have old people views.
Yeah,
It's the best way to look at it.
Yep.
You know, it ain't nothing wrong with that. It's just older than us.
Oh yeah.
We all have our views. They just have, older views. God, I can't say biblical.
Sounds like you might need to talk to the Lord.
Jesus.
They're both very, very, very strict. Very what's that?
Your
word?
grandpa seemed a little more chilled.
He's chill.
Your grandpa reminds me more of Ryan's dad. Like, I feel like I could have some pretty interesting conversations with him.
He's a funny guy.
What did he do?
He'll read like $100 a year.
Oh, me and him.
But he'll read them like physically.
I mean, does he read anything juicy? I wonder. You ever ask him what he reads? Would he read some Harry Potter?
I think that's Harry Potter falls into the realm of
against
the views.
Why? Witches are not in the Bible.
Witches
and
going
mages?
to hell in the Bible.
Why? Why were witches hated on anyway?
Very, very strong, very, very strict Christian folk.
I wish I knew a witch.
They don't. Oh.
Because why are they hated on?
Very strict Christian folk. Even just something fictional like a good Harry Potter. It's just like the devil's work.
Why? What is wrong? What does the Bible say about a witch?
Well, just off the top of my head,
I never read the Bible.
I would say from what I remember,
they killers.
From what I remember, witches and people who talk to the dead, this sorts of things, they're not. They're going to hell.
Man. I don't understand
the rules.
I don't understand the hate for witches, muggle bloods. I mean, like, god dang.
That just a work of fiction. I feel like, oh man, oh goodness, I feel like I need a therapist.
Why?
When Harry Potter first came out,
oh, I remember it being controversial.
It was controversial, especially for us Christian folk. We used to hang out at the bookstore all the time. The local news came to the bookstore to interview us.
Oh no!
And we were there.
Were you interviewed?
Me and
we need to find the footage.
Me and Andy
were find the footage and throw it
indoctrinated. We didn't make it. We didn't make the cut because
did y'all put hate on there?
We were so indoctrinated that when they interviewed us about they probably thought we were gonna be like, "Oh, Harry Potter."
God,
and we were like, we said things like Harry Potter's bad, or we were like hating on it. because it was
No,
like the
the
work of the
devil,
devil,
man. But
that
you finally
witchcraft.
watched it. We watched it.
Yeah, man,
Man, was it? Did it make you feel like it was the devil's work?
that made me feel like it was a work of fiction. It was a
It
story.
is. They fly around on brooms. I don't understand why they. I don't understand. Like I know she said some comments that did get hated on, but I mean, like the book, it
It's not
was
like they
just
were in the book.
the book was just a book, entertaining book, a good book.
Oh, mama.
Like,
Hopefully, I haven't said too much here
I
tonight.
mean, God, I
mean,
don't know when the hell I'm gonna get there. I feel like we're really long anyway. We're gonna end it soon.
feel free to cut out anything about me talking about religion
Man,
because I can't
you like
deal
the
with any more
Unabomber
stress.
anyway.
I am just, except for my
Hey,
face
you
has
know what?
already
You're
been
doing
shown.
better this time. You haven't moved around a lot.
I
Normally, you're like all
feel
over
like
the
it's too
place.
cold to move around.
God, I feel like moving would make you warmer.
I feel like I haven't said anything controversial. I haven't said anything
Did you look up any topics today?
controversial. I can't even say the word. Edit that
Oh,
out if
I
you
guess
want.
you actually fell asleep. You said.
Oh, I
So.
totally fell asleep big time. I kind of thought
I
about
want to
things
get
in the
back into
shower.
bowling. We should get into another sport, like a alternate sport that.
Arm wrestling. We already got the table. You'd want to work on the this. I've already worked on this a little bit myself. I
I
think
mean
that's the
that.
rise, and you got to work on your curl and your pronation over here,
Well,
and then those are like the three main things. If you get top notch in those, then you can probably be a pretty good arm wrestler.
man, do they do any arm wrestling not with the hands where it's like arm on arm, like your arms over here? You just. Oh,
That seems like something they would do in like Russia or something. Not.
I know you're like a fanatic almost of arm wrestling since I've
Aw,
never heard
man.
anyone talk. I'm not trying to hate on you, but this man watched. This man was one day was like, man, I gotta get back, and I was like, what you got going on? He's like, the arm wrestling championship's going on right now. It was like 11 in the afternoon. He was streaming it. I was like, man, news ESPN 6 over here. That might have been up higher. It was a championship game.
He lost,
And he lost too.
but he's still
Did you send
top.
him a card this year?
Sure did.
A little bit of Big Lebowski.
Oh yeah.
We should start a bowling team or a
Oh.
golf team. One of the two. I was thinking like, arm wrestling. I mean, I might throw in some, but
Andy's been.
ooh,
He mentioned wanting to go to Top Golf again, and he
Mm.
mentioned inviting myself and yourself.
ooh, I'd give that hell.
I've never been there before. Andy sounds like a rip. He sounds like a fun time up there at the Top Golf because
He gets going.
he gives it all he got, and he cannot hit the ball sometimes. So I feel like
God,
I feel like
We
it's
should-
my kind
we
of
should
fellow to
film
be
it.
up there.
We can add it to the background.
Hopefully I don't know what kind of safety features they got going on.
They got a net in case you get too into your swing.
That's
so
what
you
I was
don't.
thinking. Because if I
I've
get
seen it
really into
happen.
my swing and I get going,
There's a net.
they probably ban you from coming back if you just walk
Ooh,
off and just
fall
die.
off or die. I mean, you don't have to ban you if you die.
I feel like I might enjoy. I always mess up my hands because I never do it, but I feel like I might enjoy golfing better than bowling because bowling just wears me out, and then I suck at it.
Okay, we're gonna wrap it up. I don't know if this is at all any good because
Judging by the fact that I feel I was pretty good, it must be really bad.
And-
I could probably write a full book about my church experience.
yeah, you went to like 50 different churches.
Certain people in my life are still trying to get me to go to church now.
I feel like Jesus would want me to sleep.
He would want you to be well rested, and also, I don't. He would. He would have so much to say.
I need to learn. I need to go figure out how to talk to one of them people that stand in the booths at church.
Don't you just go in there and
But-
say what you done wrong, and they?
But then I gotta make an appointment.
I think you just walk in because I went to
So they're always up in there.
I went to a church like that when I was on the way to the beach. I went to that monastery way out
Ooh,
there,
Did you say any sins?
and they have like signs up saying like this is the time you go in here,
Oh,
and also they had like a dress code. If you didn't have the right dress code, they would provide you the clothes to even go in the church, and you weren't
Damn.
allowed to take photos or anything. Of course, I went in there without the dress code.
I'm gonna write down some notes real fast, so
Let it rip.
we might can cut it at this point, but I guess we'll film that for a second.
Do we have an ending though?
It's time to end it.
A lot of mine, or I guess I've only done a few. I'll just cut it randomly, and I go straight to the thing.
I'm just gonna give it some. I'm gonna get the 3 bells, 3 balls charm. Bam.